What if your dog's wild zoomies weren't just random bursts of energy, but a silent cry for help? A golden retriever's playful chaos seems harmless until a California trainer's viral discovery reveals a heartbreak hidden in plain sight. Stay with us as we uncover why those zoomies were actually a sign of something much deeper. Before we begin, hit like, subscribe, and tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing your countries in the comments. Max, the family's beloved golden retriever, had always been known for his explosive energy. His zoomies were legendary golden for flashing across the living room, paws sliding on polished floors, tail whipping through the air like an excited banner. To anyone watching, Max was the definition of joy. But one day, something felt different. His zoomies didn't start with a wiggle or a playful bark anymore. Instead, Max would spring up suddenly, bolting across the room with an intensity that startled even the family. What used to be adorable chaos slowly transformed into something unsettling. He ran faster, harder, as if chased by something unseen. His paws skimmed the grass outside so quickly that he nearly slipped each time he turned dotted first. Everyone thought it was just Max being Max, too much energy, too much excitement. But as the days passed, the laughter faded. Max's movements grew more frantic, his eyes wider, his tail stiff and low rather than happily wagging. It didn't look playful anymore, it looked desperate. He wasn't running for something. He was running from something. The changes didn't stop there. Max's appetite began to drop. He sniffed at his food and walked away, nibbling only when he had no choice. His favorite spots, his bed, the sunny patch near the window, the warm corner of the couch, were all abandoned. Instead, Max started hiding in the darkest parts of the house, places he'd once ignored. Whenever someone approached him, he flinched or backed away, his body trembling with fear he couldn't explain. The sound sensitivity was the most alarming. A door shutting, a baby crying, a car outside, everything made him jump. His legs shook, his breathing sped up, and sometimes he bolted away mid-noise, crashing into walls or furniture in panic. The family knew then, this wasn't Max being dramatic. Something was deeply wrong. They tried their best: extra walks, more playtime, new food, toys, quiet time. Nothing worked. Max grew more withdrawn each day. His zoomies, once a symbol of his happy spirit, had become the clearest sign that he was battling something invisible. A trip to the vet brought no clarity. Physically, Max was perfectly healthy. No infections, no injuries, no neurological issues. The vet's calm voice only heightened the family's fear. Whatever it is, it's not medical. Desperate and heartbroken, the family reached out to a California dog trainer who had recently gone viral for his unconventional work with anxious dogs. Videos of him quietly transforming stressed pets into calm, trusting companions had captured the internet's attention. If anyone could help Max, maybe it was him. When the trainer arrived, he didn't greet Max with treats or commands or cheerful energy. He simply sat on the floor, silent, patient, watching Max from a distance. For nearly an hour, he just observed. He watched Max's rigid posture, his jumpy reactions, the way his tail stayed low, the way he froze when certain words were spoken or when particular family members entered the room. He paid attention to details the family had missed: tiny flinches, sudden pauses, subtle shifts in breathing. He wasn't just looking at Max's actions. He was reading his emotions. Only after a long, quiet study did the trainer speak. Max's zoomies aren't excitement, he said softly. They're panic, anxiety. He's overwhelmed, and running is the only way he knows how to release it. The family stared, stunned. They never imagined zoomies, something they'd always laughed at, could be a symptom of something so serious. But then the trainer added something that changed everything. This started after a loss, didn't it? Silence filled the room. The family exchanged devastated glances. The trainer continued gently. Dogs grieve too. And Max, he's grieving deeply. The truth hit like a tidal wave. Max's world had shattered months earlier, when the family's matriarch, the woman he'd loved more than anyone, passed away. She had been his person, his comfort, his anchor. She was gone, and Max had never understood why. The family had been dealing with their own grief, trying to stay strong, trying to keep life moving. In the chaos of loss, they didn't realize Max was silently drowning beside them. The trainer explained that Max's frantic zoomies were emotional overload, his mind racing, his senses overwhelmed, his heart confused. The running wasn't joy. It was an escape from pain he couldn't process. The family listened, tears in their eyes. As the trainer laid out a plan to help Max heal, he introduced scent therapy first. Her belongings, he said. A sweater, a scarf, anything that still smells like her. Dogs understand the world through scent. Her scent won't bring her back, but it can calm Max. It can help him feel connected to her again. Next came routine, a strict, gentle structure. Quiet walks at the same time every day. Predictable feeding. Calm environments. No loud surprises, no chaotic play. Max didn't need more stimulation. He needed stability. He needed to feel safe in the world again. Mental engagement followed soft training exercises that weren't about obedience, but about rebuilding trust. Small tasks, easy cues, moments of connection. Each activity helped Max ground himself and rely on his family emotionally again. It wasn't quick. It wasn't easy. But the progress was undeniable. With each passing week, Max began to change. His Zoomies became less frantic. The wild, desperate sprinting softened into happier bursts, the kind he used to do. He no longer ran like something was chasing him. He ran because he wanted to. His appetite returned slowly, then fully. He began eating with enthusiasm, tail wagging as he finished every last bite. He started approaching the family again, first cautiously, then with more confidence. Eventually, he began resting his head on their laps again, something he hadn't done in months. His trembling at loud noises faded little by little until he barely reacted at all. But the most emotional shift came from scent therapy. Whenever Max was given her sweater, something beautiful happened. He would curl beside it, eyes soft, breathing calm, body relaxed. No trembling, no panic, just a peaceful stillness, as if he finally understood that she wasn't gone from his heart. The family watched in awe. Max wasn't fixed, but he was healing. And maybe that was enough. His Zoomies returned, not the desperate, heartbreaking ones, but joyful, goofy, tail-wagging Zoomies. The kind that filled the house with laughter again. Max had learned to cope, and the family had learned to listen. Sometimes, the loudest cries for help come wrapped in things we assume are normal. Max didn't bark for attention, whine for comfort, or show obvious pain. His Zoomies, the chaos they once loved, were his silent scream. But now, they knew better. They knew his heart. They knew his grief. And together, they finally healed.